Supervisor Stika, Manager Walsh, board members, thank you for allowing us to be here. This is a pretty exciting time for us. In my 27-year career, this is the first time I've ever been a part of a life-saving award where I was actually going to be up here talking. Before I get going, I want to put some faces to names as I talk through my speech so you have an idea who we're meeting here tonight. So, Josh Reinhardt, he's the employee with Court 1 that actually performed the CPR. He's with his wife Carol tonight, standing over here with their young baby. Dispatcher Alex Bondar, right up here in the front. And Meridian Fire, I have Nathan Lafayette and Al Diaz. If you guys could stand where you hide. Oh, right over here. They were actually two of the medics that were on scene, and then Justin Adair, Amanda Arnett, and Captain Richardson were not able to make it tonight. So, where is Quentin? Quentin Zeller, please stand. He was the patient. He's here with his mother, Keon, I'm sorry, his dad, Steve, and his sister, Eliza. She's probably hiding. There she is. And I believe the grandparents are here also. So let me give you a scenario here. So first of all, over 300,000 Americans die each year from heart disease. Many of them are pre-hospital cardiac arrest. When a victim suffers from a cardiac arrest, they have but a few short minutes before brain damage, organ damage, or even death occurs. Rescue breathing coupled with chest compressions can buy victims the time they may need to save their lives. So what we look at in this is what we call the chain of survival. And this is what we train on annually, our firefighters, our dispatchers, and even our hospital personnel. And the chain of survival has four key pieces. Early recognition, which is recognizing that we have a problem and calling 911 to get the advanced life support en route to help. The second part is early CPR, which is what happened in this case. The next part is early defibrillation, and that's what the advanced life support is, and many agencies today, including here, outside the door, is an AED that we use to help with people in cardiac arrest. And then post-resuscitation care is when we get the patient to the hospital. So let's talk about what happened on June 7th. So at about 4:49 p.m., the Meridian Township Fire Department was dispatched by M County 911 to respond to Court 1 for a 14-year-old male who was reported with a syncopal episode. That's basically passing out. We responded with two of our medic units and our battalion chief, and upon arrival, Medic 91 crew was greeted at the door by an employee who stated CPR was in progress on a 14-year-old boy who was in the middle of a tennis lesson. His instructor saw him lying on the ground, and as we progressed through from there, employee Josh Reinhardt recognized there was a problem, and with the help from the 911 center, he began CPR. As the paramedics assessed the patient, they applied the AED patches, and after the AED evaluation, a shock was advised. After the first shock with the AED, the patient was loaded onto the cot, taken to the ambulance, where advanced life support procedures were performed. So in the ambulance, what they did was they had the CPR machine was attached, the one we showed 2 weeks ago, what we call our thumper, our Lucas machine. They started IVs. They were breathing for Quentin, and as well gave him some medications that we give pre-hospital. Quentin was taken off the AED and placed on our 12-lead cardiac monitor, which showed the patient was in what we call ventricular fibrillation, and it's really a quivering of the heart, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. Again, a shock was advised, and the paramedics shocked Quentin for the third time. CPR was then begun again, and after approximately 2 months, as they rechecked for a pulse, Quentin had a pulse and started breathing on his own. Today, we are here to recognize how pre-hospital helped sustain the life of Quentin Zeller prior to paramedics' arrival. Today we are here to celebrate the life of Quentin by taking a few individuals that jumped into action and presenting some awards. Josh Reinhardt will be recognized who jumped into action performing CPR. This pre-hospital CPR, it worked. We talk about this all the time, but we don't often get to celebrate it. His action helped save Quentin's life. Today, we honor not only Josh, but also the first responders, Meridian Fire paramedics, who used their expert training and education to take over what Josh started, continue with treatment that saved Quentin. So, Quentin, come on up. Lieutenant Diaz and Nathan, please come up. And Alex, if you could please come up. And Josh, if you could please come up. So let's do these first, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Here, I'll have you hold that.
Yep.
So for Alex, what we have is a recognition certificate that states, "In grateful recognition of your exemplary actions while dispatching a call to Court 1 on June 7, 2018, we hereby present dispatcher Alex Bonder with this certificate of appreciation." So firefighter Nathan Lafayette, when we go on cardiac arrests, we have one person that really runs the show. He's the manager. He's the one that dictates everything that needs to be done. And if I understand correctly, Nathan was the man in charge that day. So this is a certificate of appreciation and grateful recognition of your exemplary actions while caring for a patient on June 7, 2018. We hereby present firefighter Nathan Lafayette with this certificate of appreciation. Lieutenant Diaz was one of the taking orders from a firefighter on this great day that we had. So another certificate of appreciation and grateful recognition of your exemplary actions while caring for a patient on June 7, 2018. We hereby present Lieutenant L. Diaz with this certificate of appreciation. Thank you. Now for Josh, we did a little special thing. We appreciate all the effort he did by recognizing the pre-hospital CPR and jumping into action. So what we have is a life-saving award presented to Josh Reinhardt. I got to get it so I can read it. We are proud of you and your heroic actions taken on June 7th, 2018. Your actions that day in performing CPR when needed were exemplary. You have the thanks and appreciation of the Meridian Township Fire Department, the Township Board, and the Meridian Township community. So, Josh, thank you. So again, we're here to recognize the life of Quentin by all the people that jumped into action from 911, calling for advanced life support, for recognizing that we needed to call 911, starting CPR. He's here with us today because of that. So it's a great thing. We don't have this very often. So I'd love to get a picture with everybody if that's okay.
Sure.
If you guys want to all jump together, you guys can jump in too. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Mom and Dad, come up here. I apologize. Because this is a celebration for you also, right? So why don't you guys all get in real close? What's that? Yeah, we can go up here. Yeah, good call. That's why you're the lieutenant. Make those decisions.
Okay.
6 inches to the left. 6 inches.
Board, is there anything you would like to say?
Just, wow, it's great. That's what public service is all about, doing this sort of thing, saving lives. Board members, anybody?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm
Fantastic.
sorry. Mom has a speech.
Oh, good for Mom, all
I
right.
apologize. Thanks for keeping me on.
Part of me would be like completely okay with not speaking. I just, from our family, thank you is inadequate. Practice this. We're so glad to have this opportunity to thank you in person, and to recognize and appreciate the work and dedication and commitment that each of you have demonstrated. To meet and know Quentin today, you wouldn't know an incident this life-threatening had ever happened. He's been able to return to life as a teenager, sports, hanging out with his friends, and even going away at the end of summer to Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp, which we didn't know he'd be able to do. This life now, lived within all normal boundaries, is a testament to our community, both at Court 1, the Meridian Township community, and the emergency services, coming together with their quick actions, skilled training, and commitment to care. And because of this, our family will continue to experience a life full of new chapters ahead. Thank you.
You know, that's better than any award that could be given by the chief or anything we could say up here. Thank you for that.